Legend of Total War here, and it's time for today's quick battle. Alright, so it's the 13th of October, and let's check the leaderboard today. I didn't fight a whole lot of battles yesterday, but I think I only lost one of them, so I think I won 4 battles. If I recall, we were on 90 at the beginning of yesterday. So, and I think I lost 1. Anyway, my rankings improved considerably, so that's good. Let's do this. Now, some of you guys have been suggesting, that I mix things up and use something other than Bretonia. But here's the thing. Whenever I use something other than Bretonia, I fucking lose. So, generally speaking, I use Bretonia. I mean, I'm not, I don't know all the factions well enough. The thing is, sometimes it's better to specialize in one thing than to be average at everything else. And if I can be an excellent Bretonia player, well then that's good enough for me. I don't know if that'll get me into the top 100 though. The biggest thing I find, I think, the hardest thing I find to counter is vampire counts. Because the thing with vampire counts, you go, okay, vampire counts, you have no idea what their build is going to be. Because they could bring fucking anything. And it's sometimes a case of rock, paper, scissors. The biggest problem, though, when it comes to vampire counts and playing as Bretonia, is Bretonia's very poor leadership. And of course, the vampire counts cause, fear. So, when your units run away at half strength, it can be very frustrating. Especially when the general is right there with them. Alright, well, I don't know how long this match is going to take before it sets up. I don't know, what else is there to talk about? Alright, tournament, that's right. Oh, there we go. Well, today is Thursday, so today is technically the last day to get your matches in. I'll be looking at the replays a little bit later this afternoon, and if there's a few people that haven't done it, try to get it done as fast as you can, and I'll still accept the what's it called? Oh, god damn it. Fuck. Alright. The thing is, I don't have a counter on another faction. I've been working with Empire to try and come up with a counter, looking at, for example, the Luminarch of Hysh. But the problem with the Luminarch of Hysh is it's so fucking expensive. And when vampire counts can just heal anyway, it can be a really big problem. Alright, well, I can go Bretonia again. I don't know. I don't know about this. Anytime that someone uses vampire counts, I always struggle with it. Because I don't know what they're going to bring. I have found, though, that even though they tend to bring a lot of, monsters, that, well, there are a lot of monsters in this, that the archers are not particularly useful against them. Because they just find a way around it. So, but the thing is, they're also my cheapest unit. So, I just don't know what to do about that. They could go flyer heavy, they could go ground heavy. It's a case of rock, paper, scissors. Sometimes a balanced army is not the way to counter vampire counts because they've got just so many options available to them. I don't think we're going to need that. We're not going to have enough time for it. That'll be useful. I mean, a little bit of extra experience will help with their leadership, but it's still not going to be enough. Artillery's not going to help because they'll rush. I've tried using mounted yeoman archers before, but it only works on really passive players. When it comes to the ranking that I'm up to now, most people will rush. And they usually bring some blood knights. Which is hard to deal with because these guys, I don't think they win against Blood Knights. They do. I'm just thinking what to do. What spells have we got here that we could possibly use? No, that's not particularly useful for us. No, that is still just a really good move. Alright, I might take one less archer, because even though these guys do have a tendency of routing fairly early, I mean, their armor piercing damage and their bonus versus large does counter a lot of what they can bring. And if it does have any flying units, then that will certainly help. I would bring some Pegasus Knights, but I'm not entirely sure if that's it's going to be a waste, because the vampire accounts have no what's it called, missile units. There aren't any particularly light units that these guys would smash, because they're really good at getting rid of archers and Vargulfs, but there's no guarantee he's going to bring any Vargulfs. Alright, I'm not confident with this. Like I said, I haven't... Whenever I go up against vampire accounts, it's like I probably lose 60% of the time. But the way to get better is to just keep on at it. But to be honest, I think I need to pick a different faction for fighting vampire accounts. Now, you could say why not bring Grail Knights, but I have found that most people do not bring Cairn Wraiths to a fight against Bretonnia. And if they do bring Cairn Wraiths, they back them up with Blood Knights, and I can't beat the fucking Blood Knights. That's the problem. Now, if there's cavalry, we have to form a box, because too many times I've seen that the Blood Knights, because they're quite fast, they just move around and smash the rear of my archers. And of course, these guys here, if they start routing, they can cause problems with the rest of these guys as well. So we really got to be careful for that. Now, staying grouped together fairly tight like this could actually be really beneficial, because that way I don't need to keep my general like running around everywhere. He can stay fairly close. But we'll need to see what they've got before we can make any decisions. Problem is, though, if we get all bunched up together really closely and they bring someone that's got Wind of Death, well, yeah, it's fucked.
Honor and glory.
Alright, so not a particularly large enemy count. Gotta wonder also if bringing Spearmen is a good option. Obviously I didn't bring any. Because, you know, they do have some large units, but the problem is they don't have armor piercing. But the large units don't require armor piercing, unless it's like Blood Knights, because like Vargulfs have, and Vargeists, they've got like no armor, which is why archers are pretty good against them. Pretty good, provided, you know, they actually get a chance to get in there. Alright, so let's have a look. Yeah, this is pretty standard. Hang on. What do we got over here? Fell bats. Alright, alright. We're on a slight high ground here. We should definitely stay where we are. Alright, but they've got those fucking Blood Knights. I can't let them get around my flank. And that's, you know, that's what they'll do. I'm sure he's not an idiot. Thing is, the Blood Knights have such high, you know, penetration in regard to like punching through things. I can punch right through a men-at-arms pole group and get to my peasant bowmen, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because they'll probably get killed in the process if they try and push through. But you know, it's not ideal. Alright, I might try something. I might try double lining. So, like this. That way there's very few gaps. Alright, now the thing is, if we just rush over here, what's their general unit? Manfred von Carstein, oh god. Alright, what's he got? Let's have a look. Spells wise, he's got Red Fury, what's this? Raise Dead, Invocation of Nehek, Doom and Darkness. See, that's a big problem right there. Because it basically just routes my entire army. Alright, he doesn't have any real sort of damaging spells, so I'm just going to send these paladins to go harass these Fellbats. But I'll leave my general here. Like, if he wants to use Spirit Leech on them, I think that's a waste of magic. But the thing is, those bats could cause problems for my archers. Alright, could I move a... just thinking, should I move a little bit? It's not a perfect box.
Doing our duty. Yes, my lord. Quickly, lads.
But yeah, he has to stay here, I think. We can't risk morale problems. Okay, so their speed's 100, his speed's 110. And they're not really doing anything, but he has to micro them, because I could push them right to the edge. I'm not sure what I'm doing here with that. Thing is, I've sacrificed it, not necessarily sacrificed, but I've moved a unit that costs a lot to go deal with something that doesn't actually cost that much. Okay, he's fighting that, that's good. Okay, good. Shit. Alright, he's going after, yeah, archers, of course. That's what they're for. Just some zombies there, but they're decent zombies, so, well, somewhat. Good to just get rid of them. We need to form back up after these. So what he's using the Spirit Leech, that's okay. Okay, shoot the fucking Blood Knights. They're gonna be our biggest problem, I think. Alright, we gotta get rid of Manfred von Carstein. Good, you've taken them out. Get over here. Okay, we're getting a big shot into these Blood Knights here. This is looking pretty good. Alright, I thought you might do something like that, and that's absolutely fine. Let's just put a stop to it. Alright, now. And also slow down his energy recharge rate. Actually, shoot them if you can. Got to keep this box going for the time being. Our guys are holding out quite well. The balance of power has moved in our favour a little bit. Okay, we've got this guy coming in here. Actually, you charge into him. I'm going to try and sacrifice him. Just keep him locked in combat. Because the thing is, that unit there is worth like half the amount of the Blood Knights. And we'll shoot the Blood Knights in the meantime. You'll definitely need this. Okay, the skeletons are gone. And he's throwing a lot of stuff in there. And our guy's holding out quite well. I think I've won this match. Yeah, look, I can heal him, so it's okay. If he wants to keep using Spirit Leech is a waste of magic now. Alright, I want you to shoot over here as well. Yeah, I've won. The thing is, once the balance of power is in my favour for the vampire counts, it's usually over for them. They just didn't have enough inertia to get through. Yeah, you gotta get rid of them. Alright, get rid of Manfred now, because he doesn't have much left.
I am ready.
See, as soon as one starts routing, it starts a bit of a chain route, but I think it's too little too late. And look, my guy didn't even die. Ah, come on, guys, you gotta get over here and fight them. Okay, I don't particularly need my archers now, but there's still a few. Alright, you guys need to get over here. They're not trying to get round our flanks. He's trying to annoy us, but that's okay. Oh fuck! I didn't select there. What a waste. Doesn't matter. We're winning anyway. Manfred's nearly dead. No, don't do that. You just shoot our own men. Shoot the Blood Knights. Alright, is he dead yet? Almost. Okay, he's gone. There is no way in hell he's going to win without his lord. And my lord's still in good shape. And we got a decisive victory. Now, just because I won this match against a Vampire Counts player doesn't mean that fighting Vampire Counts is easy as Bretonnia. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Anyway guys, those are the stats for you, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow for another quick battle. Fuckers.